Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus for the month of November 2019. What's going to be coming up, what you can expect to see or experience. Don't mind the Palo Santo that's burning in the background there. We're going to just link in with the guides, link in with Spirit to see what they want to bring forward, what relevant messages, information, guidance. And then we're going to pull the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan just for some clarifiers, get maybe a bit more depth, and then some oracle cards for outcomes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm just going to link in to Spirit now and see what they want to sort of, also if you can hear clicking, I'm trying not to make too much noise, but it is Lemurian clear quartz that I'm holding. So let me see, Spirit, what is it you would like to say? What is it you'd like to say for Cancers? Okay, this is interesting. There's a very fluid feminine energy around this kind of next month, November. There's a very graceful energy around this. They're just saying be still, be calm. There's a calmness. I'm feeling a real sense of calm around this energy. And I'm getting the Queen of Cups here. It's like they're showing me the Queen of Cups card. It's almost like if you feel like topping your own cup up and not doing a lot else, it's like you're maybe kind of re-energizing is how I want to say it. It's like I mean, it could be a respite period whereby maybe your December, is going to be extraordinary. I mean, obviously December's usually busy anyway, but maybe December's going to be extremely busy, and it's like there's a lull here. And I don't think it's stagnancy. It's more like fluid energy. Obviously I'm picking up kind of very romantic feelings. It could be a group of you here that are looking to rekindle something, reconnect something, light a fire with something. Something's burning bright here within a sort of, romantic setting. Let's see what else Cancer can expect. Yeah, it feels like, it really does. Spirit is just saying it feels like home. It feels like when you get in from work, you put on your comfortable clothes, you go and chill out, you switch off and you're just snuggled up, and there's, a fire and you've got candles on the go and there's a bit of incense. It's like you're in your home comfies all this month and waiting to see what passes you by. It's this very kind of fluid feminine energy. There's an acknowledgement or recognition here as well. Maybe there's someone acknowledging their feelings, but it feels like, because they're all smiling here, and it's that's usually my sign when they know that I know what to say, if that makes any sense. And they're saying, no, you already know what to say. So, because I'm listening back to what they're saying. There's a very romantic mood, I feel. This feels very romantic. Now, you could sit here now and say, I'm not in a relationship, okay? Then maybe you feel romantic with yourself. Maybe you're reconnecting with yourself. There's a rekindling of something here. Let me just pull some cards here from the Witch's Tarot. What can we expect to see for Cancerians? Oh, we've got cards going everywhere here. Take them or don't take them. Yeah, it's like they're saying to take these cards. If you've been in a very, I want to say, combative energy in the previous couple of months, maybe you've had so much going on, just people's involvement, energies that are just kind of getting involved as and when. It's almost like you feel maybe there's either a crossroads coming up. I don't know why I said crossroads, but anyway, crossroads coming up. It's almost like the calm before the storm, but I mean, I'm not talking anything too melodramatic here. It feels like you're taking a rest before starting a new project, whether that's love, school, maybe you're starting school, you're starting a new course. They're also talking about, I don't know why I want to say this, but this has just come into my head. It's something about a family rift. If you've had family rifts, there's a potential here for a real alignment with maybe people from the past, people of old, either to reconnect or go your own way, okay? But there's a collective group of people here that you're viewing and trying to understand how you want to move forward. We've got the Five of Cups here as well. Okay, Five of Cups typically obviously is talking about, you know, not really seeing the 2 cups that are sort of being provided there, focusing too much on the 3 cups that have spilt out. There's a very Neptunian element to this as well, which leads me to kind of Piscean energy. Maybe you have a strong Pisces in your chart, but there's a very dreamy energy to this this kind of month. Yeah, we're getting another number 3. So this could be reconciliation, family, friends. Maybe you're making amends with people. This could also be a romantic partnership where there is another party involved, or this also could be reunion with, they're saying your soul. It's like you're coming home to the real people that you belong to. Is this maybe a soul kinship vibe I'm getting here? They're saying yes. It's like you're reviewing everything and you're looking at this afresh here. So what work contracts and people do you work with? Who are your neighbours? Where, you know, what's your family dynamic like, both in the larger sense, in maybe you and your partner sense, in, you know, in every area? Who are the people around you? And do you want to move forward with those people, or are you looking to move towards people that are more aligned within your path? Because we've also got the star card now. This could also be star family. If you resonate with the term starseed, maybe you are reconnecting with star family, star kinship. Okay, this is very much linked to Aquarius as well, this card. Interesting. They're directing me to the actual cup that she's pouring out, right? She's pouring both cups out, and she's not really paying attention to where that liquid is going. Or is there a refocus here, or could there be a refocus here for you about where you're putting your energy? Because it could be that you, and by the way, if I'm pausing the video, I'm relighting bits and pieces like Palo Santo. I'm sure you don't want to sort of see me wasting time doing that. So if I'm jumping about, that's just me pausing the video. So just bear that in mind. You're realigning where you're putting your energy. There's a refocus here. You are determining what is worthy of your energy and what isn't, okay? And this is also about karmic contracts coming to an end. So I'm just listening to what they're saying. Kinship. Who is your true family? And that sounds a bit harsh the way I've said that, but who have you been sinking so much time into, but you're not getting back? Because there's an alignment happening here. There's a rebalancing or a recalibration. Could also be the sign of Libra that's linked to this. Maybe you've got Libra in your chart. By balancing this out, there's a resurge of energy. You know, you're filling your cup back up, and you're getting that passion again. As you can see, the butterfly that's obviously appearing in this Ace of Wands card is also a sign of transformation. Okay, and as you can see, there are 3 ribbons around this Ace of Wands. Okay, so this could be in 3 areas of your life. There could be 3 people involved. Okay, Queen of Wands, so air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. There's a lot of very strong air in this Cancerian reading here. And this is the Queen of Swords. So someone is sitting back and waiting here with her Sword of Truth. Okay, so it could be that you're sitting pretty and you know what it is that you want to do. You already know who is in your highest and best interest and who you want to align to, where you want to put that energy. Maybe you're just waiting for that person or group of people to come to you before you approach the subject, because you don't want to bring a fight to your door. It's like, and I feel like you've already assumed that this will be a tricky subject. What Spirit is saying is that yes, you know, we do have a right to sit and you know, put our boundaries in place. Of course we do. You know, it may well be that when you explain to these people, you don't have to go into the full, you know, I think you're not my family, or, you know, I'm aligning with other people. You could, because I don't know. I mean, maybe they won't understand that, you know. Maybe they're not. You could be evolved. You could be very highly aware. It's either spiritually or, you know, in another regard, and you know that it will fall on deaf ears. So it's about picking and choosing how you're explaining it. I mean, you don't. I mean, obviously, I feel like Spirit telling me off. Because I was about to say, look, just don't even tell them, just do your own thing. And they're saying, no, you need to be fair with this, because we had a justice card. it's up to you how you want to broach it. You know these people, you know, everyone is going to be different, but I wouldn't sit and, you know, sink energy into explaining all the ins and outs and this is what you did and this is, you know, if they keep asking you out, just say, oh look, I've got other plans, you know. And you may want to sit down and sort of have this very formal discussion about, look, I feel like we're drifting apart. Maybe allow it to happen naturally, okay? And if that doesn't resonate with you, then you may need to put more firmer boundaries in place, because I kind of get the sense here that there is a collective group of you here that you're going to resonate with this and think, these people aren't going to care. I need to put my boundaries down. And in that case, do what you need to do, okay? Do what is in your best and highest interest here. This is the World cards for a closure of a cycle, all right? This is telling me you already know what to do. You already know what to do, okay? So don't doubt that. Just trust that instinct, because they're saying, why waste this precious energy? Okay, we've got the Three of Cups again here. What is the Three of Cups, please, Spirit? We're getting another... Oh, bear with me. Okay. Right, this is also, the Three of Cups is also in relation to, it could be a manager, it could be a boss. Maybe you're looking for a promotion and there's three of you that potentially are going to get it, but you're trying to get maybe the attention of someone here, a ruler. So someone that is obviously rules over their, you know, got the domain. So it could be a boss, could be co-worker that maybe you're not getting on with. There could be some competition around work, I'm picking up, but this could also be a divine masculine energy, could also be an Aries who is turning, it's almost like he doesn't want to see the cup is not even in his periphery almost. It's like, I know it's there, but I don't know how to deal with this. But there could be a romantic setting here where there are three people in maybe a love triangle here. Now, as you can see, he's focused in the background on the other people. There's a distraction going on here, and he's not really paying attention to that cup that's beside him. He's paying attention to his wand. This could also signify that if you're not getting someone that's acknowledging you or physically telling you, look, that I want to rekindle this and maybe I'm stepping away from this party, this third party, maybe they're doing it for your protection because they don't want to get you involved, okay? But because he's holding that wand, this is someone decisive. Wands are about action, okay? Maybe because he's obviously, you know, he's got hold of that wand, and obviously it's in his right hand, which is related to, you know, the masculine, and obviously the Emperor being very dynamic, very direct, very driven. Maybe he doesn't want you to know. Maybe he's trying to keep you out of this so you are not involved. The cup is safely behind, you know, by his side. And maybe it's like, this is, if this is not a love scenario, it's a work scenario, maybe you've got a promotion coming. Someone is offering you a promotion over maybe two other people. And because it's a gold cup, you know, golden is the divine. It's about transcendence. So again, I'm getting two kind of scenarios there, but someone is definitely getting an upgrade around work and money. Or love. There's a someone is making decisive action in love, okay? What else is the Three of Cups, please, Spirit? No, I'm also hearing no nonsense attitude here. So it could have been, yeah, look, someone is very much in that Four of Swords energy. So they've picked up the Ace of Swords. Did I say Four of Cups? If I said Four of Cups, that's not a slip of the tongue. Four of Cups is about someone giving an offer. You've usually in the traditional tarot deck, you can see the hand of God or the hand of Source, however you want to see it, the hand of the angel, coming through the clouds to give a cup, and it's not being accepted, okay? Could be also about boredom and discontent. So possibly this person is retreating, because I meant to say, what I wanted to say was Four of Swords. This person's possibly retreating to make decisive action. They've got their wands in their right hand, okay? Which again is that decisive energy, but the sword of truth, the ace, one sword in their left hand, which is their feminine. So they possibly are balancing themselves out by going within. Maybe you're not having any contact with them. Maybe they're not saying any of this to you. Maybe they can't say this to you, but they are going within to really assess. I'm hearing assess the situation to make then decisive action, okay? And as you can see, you've got the three swords there that are leant against the walls. Now, traditionally, the Three of Swords is actually about loss. It's about a breakup. It's almost like they're ready to go within to figure out a strategic plan. But that look on their face there could be male or female, doesn't have to be female. And they're ready because they're ready to pick up that sword. But this is more about, Four of Swords is more about contemplation, trying to understand a situation to then move forward because they've got the wands in their right hand ready. Yeah, so that's interesting. So yeah, decisive action. I keep hearing decisive action, upgrades and decisive action. Okay, and we've pulled out the Five of Cups again. So if this is a romantic scenario here, which I'm starting to begin it sort of feeling like the majority of these cards are in relation to, the reason being is they can't quite get a solid footing of their emotions. They can't, because don't forget, we're picking up a lot of sword cards here and wands, right? Swords is about the mental processing, okay? It's about thought, clarity, strategy. And with the wands as well, wands is about action. It's about that fiery energy, okay? So swords is air, wands is fire. You could be dealing with an air or a fire sign. The one thing they haven't quite got under control is the emotional side of things, okay, which is, this is the Five of Cups again. That's the second time that's been pulled now. I feel like the Four of Swords is saying that they are going within, a bit of a hermit mode here. Again, it's that kind of snuggling up at home, trying to sort of work out. And remember I said at the beginning here about kinship. I think they're trying to, people, if it's not you, this is your counterpart. Again, you could be a cross watcher here that's watching this for a Cancerian, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus. And they could be the ones that are needing to do this or going to be do this. So take it as it resonates. But it's like they're trying to work out where their Ten of Pentacles is, because I've just pulled this in the reverse. This is about the fun. Okay, so upright, this is a kind of very, you know, domesticated family environment here. You've got the baby, the dog, the couple, the house, and you've got a babysitter. It's financial security. It's kind of abundant energy. There isn't any of this. So either this is you or your counterpart here, take it as it resonates, that is the reason they're reassessing this, because this is not happening. You either feel there's a block, or it's not just, it's kind of not quite allowing that fluid energy. Like maybe you're really into fluid energy. You're really into that manifestation energy where you're just allowing, it's like you're in the present moment and you're just, you know, seeing what is coming as and when. There seems to be a bit of a detachment or a bit of a misalignment with the other individual, and I feel like they're going within in order to catch up with that and almost catch up with you, or again, reassess. They're just reassessing. We've got the Moon card here now. So, okay, firstly, this could be a few things. We've had a new moon on the 28th, which was in Scorpio. That was a very transformative energy. It was basically opposing Chiron, which is the planet of the healer, in Aries. So this would have been dredging up a lot of karmic and or emotional information, feelings. You're on the 28th, 27th, 28th, you probably didn't know which way was up. And if you did, then congratulations, you've probably already done a lot of work. All right. This card also links in to the full moon that is coming on the 12th, because whenever we're going through a new moon cycle into a full moon cycle, whatever intentions we're setting around the new moon, typically they tend to deliver them before the full moon within that cycle. Okay, that's usually how it works. If you're manifesting something on the 27th, 28th, or did it very consciously. Now, you might look back and think, well, I didn't do anything like that on the 27th, 28th. Think about the day. What thoughts were you putting out there? Because this is the thing, sometimes, especially Cancerians, you could have been putting something out there that you weren't aware of. Okay, so maybe it's worth having a think back on those days. What was I doing? Because something's coming or being delivered from that around the 12th. It doesn't have to be on the 12th. It could be between the 12th and the end of the month. But they're just saying delivery, okay? Now, maybe you're looking at this thinking that absolutely it does not resonate with me at all. Okay, if not, moon is also about illusions. Okay, this is also about secretive information. This is also about confusion. Okay, maybe you're in a confused state and you cannot see the wood through the trees. Okay, can you see here? We've got a lady holding a flame and she's trying to look through the trees. Okay, and she's not sure. There's something about her face here. There's a recognition, but it's like, I don't know if I want to do this or I can do this. And can you see the walls in the background? What she doesn't realise is she's got protection. She is backed up 1000%. She's got the keys on her belt. Okay, I think there are 3 keys there. Whatever this is leading her to, she's going to unlock 3 areas of her life, okay? But there's a bit of a confusion. She's holding the fire, the wand in her, again, right hand, ready to take the action, but she's pausing for a reason. There's a pause here. So this is the thing. With this being a major arcana card, the next card after this is the sun, okay? Because after the darkness is always the dawn. You know, day follows night. There is always truth to be found within these scenarios, because if you're in this emotional state and you don't know quite which way's up, the best thing to do is go within, because you are not going to seek answers outside of yourself. The only answers you'll ever receive are usually within your own self, your own heart. Now, is it because she's looking outwardly? That's why she's not sure. She's having things, illusions reflected back to her, and it's causing more confusion, okay? What is it that you're viewing in your environment this month that is causing you confusion? Because if you go within, you'll understand why you're confused, all right? Sometimes we attract situations to us in order for us to learn more. And if we're seeing an external environment that is predominantly a lot going on, a lot of distractions, it's a kind of test here to see, when you're confused, how do you react? Do you just run ahead without looking? Do you sit back and contemplate and stay in that flow of energy, that very receptive energy? Okay, because everything has a beginning, middle, and end usually when it comes to these energies. Okay, especially in this energy, this cannot be this energy or remain this energy forever. You cannot have, unless you're in the way up in the northern hemisphere. Maybe something about smear. I don't know. Maybe you need to do a smear test. Someone needs to go and do a smear test. This is about moon cycles here. They're saying yes. You know who you are. And I'm sorry to sort of bring you up, but my guide is like, no, you need to give them that. Because moon is about feminine cycles. That's why I brought this up, and that's why they're giving me that information. There is apps, by the way, just to give an FYI, whenever I deliver these readings, there's hidden messages in all these. So if I'm giving stranger words or there's a slight mispronunciation, usually it's very deliberate, okay? Sometimes I'm aware of what the reason is, and sometimes you might have to watch a few times to really get the idea. So whenever there is, unless you're in the northern hemisphere and you have little to no daylight, it's very rare to be in a part or a situation where that is the case. Ordinarily, in 9 times out of 10, we always have, or usually, depending on what time of the year it is, you know, a set amount of hours in the darkness, and then the dawn comes, and then the next day arrives, and the day brings the light, you know, the awareness. It shines a light onto things. It's, again, that's why they say, you know, when you wake up, you make the best of the day, because it's a brand new day. This is the same thing. This energy will not last. If you find yourself in this energy around November time, or maybe even now, maybe you're going to watch this and think, well, I'm in this now. Everything is temporary, okay? And I'm getting a real sadness around this, okay? So I'll give you an example, actually. So my brother got engaged, and I watched his engagement video today, and I can honestly say what a breath of fresh air that was, because it was literally the most amazing video, and it was exactly what I needed to see, because it just was so beautiful, the energy. It comes at the right time. And I mean, obviously my brother's really super intuitive. Probably he did this deliberately, like, knowing him, because maybe he picked up that I was a little bit out of sorts, but he probably just released it and was like, I'll pick, you know, this will cheer Jale up. But yeah, everything is, you know, we have to make a conscious effort. And after viewing that video, I really meditated on that energy, and then I connected up to, you know, and did my meditation connecting up to sort of the higher vibrational realms, and then I, you know, obviously prepared for the video. And I can honestly say it's like a breath of fresh air. It was literally just like a breath of fresh air. So please, I can guarantee you, I mean, coming from someone who's been through, I mean, look, I can't sit and be like, I've been through more than everyone else. That's ridiculous. I've been through a lot. And I can honestly say that sometimes I've really struggled. I'm not afraid to admit that, but I came through it every time, okay? For anyone who is really still in that energy, what I want you to do is look back at a time when you struggled before, and then the energy exactly, you know, after that, how you felt, okay? Because it will propel you to understand that this is temporary and you will get past it. And it doesn't mean to say that anyone's rushing you to get out of it, because sometimes we do need to stay in this energy to really understand our emotions, okay? Sometimes with emotions, if you're running past them too quick and you're not really acknowledging them and then just kind of working through them, we're not healing properly. If we're rushing off and ignoring our feelings, it's very difficult to really heal from an emotional situation because we're in avoidance mode. So yeah, have a look at that and see how you get on with it. But if you are really going through an emotional time, it is definitely important to acknowledge certain things and work through feelings, okay? And if this is a longer term situation, emotional situation, maybe if you do like a free association where you're thinking about certain things associated with this one situation and allow these feelings to pop up, you can then don't associate with the feeling, just let it go. So if you're in meditation and let's say for example, this is to do with a job, right? You've really been hurt in this job about in whatever way, and you're sitting in meditation and you're allowing that kind of, you're holding that space for the scenario. You'll feel an emotion popping up with maybe a thought. Just allow it to do what it needs to do and go, and then refocus back, and then just let it keep going until essentially it won't come up anymore, you know? It's that kind of thing. And again, if you're, because people get into this mode where it's like when people are in an emotional state, they're like, get over it, you know, just, oh, you know, so your mum's passed, all right, you know, it's been a week now, can we? I feel like sometimes people don't really give people a chance to kind of work through these things. And everyone is different emotionally. You can't really put a timing on grief or anything like that. So whatever you're going through, just give yourself some time to work through it. Okay, so, right. They've now given me the Four of Swords with the High Priest, which is the Temperance card, okay? This is about a decision around a commitment, okay? So this could be, maybe you're looking and trying to work out long term what you're going to do, where you're going to move forward to, okay? Once you've worked through these emotions, what do you want with your Sword of Truth and your Wands? What are you laying to rest? What are you moving away from, okay? What is it? Because look, he's pointing his finger up. So it's like the Four of Swords is saying, go within in order to really hear from above what it is they want you to do. And listen to your heart, okay? Again, there's two keys here. One key's missing. Do you remember when we pulled the moon that she had 3 keys on her? Well, the Hierophant only has 2 keys, okay? So there is a dropping of one. And again here, we're dropping 1 sword here. So the moon to the Hierophant is dropped a key, and the Four of Swords is now dropping a sword, or utilising the Sword of Truth in order to leave the Three of Swords, which is about loss. So you're going to be making decisions, emotional decisions, logical decisions. It could be in any area, but this could also be in love, based on the fact that the Hierophant is there. But it could be an authority, because we had the Justice card as well. This could be, maybe you've gone through a legal battle and you're now, it's like either someone's deliberating, maybe this is a jury that is going to be deliberating on what's going on. Maybe you're waiting for a verdict. Sword of Truth. And you've got in the background, it looks like a kestrel. Okay, usually birds are angelic beings, or, you know, kind of transformative spirit guides, team that are looking from afar, that have a very, very clear vision of what exactly the reality of a situation is. And they're here to guide you, and they're delivering you that absolutely beautiful Sword of Truth, okay? Because it's gold plated with the black kind of handle. Again, gold is transcendence, gold is the divine. Okay, so what morsel of information, what clarity will you be receiving? And again, don't forget, you've gone through this kind of hermit mode a little bit, that Four of Swords energy. to then grab that Ace of Swords and not just kind of keep a hold of it and debate, because this is also a mental process. This is like you're taking action. You know exactly what it is you're going to do. You know within your heart, your mind, your soul, and your spirit team, because again, with the Hierophant pointing up, you've utilized the information that's coming down here, and they're delivering the best messages for you. They want me to also read into this bird, and I think it's a kestrel. They're saying yes. So let's see if this resonates with anyone. If it doesn't, then not a problem. Okay, let's have a look. What kestrel? Okay, so the kestrel is among the many animal totems of the Native Americans. Its symbolism, however, merges with that of the hawk, the symbol of wakefulness, vigilance, and awareness. The bird is known for remarkable speed and sharp eyesight. Okay. Again, that sharp sword is being wielded there. It could be sharp action. Maybe you've worried about the action because you think, oh, you know, if again you do need to make a very decisive action. If you're listening to this now going, well, that's me, but I'm a bit scared. We need to maybe do a bit of work around your solar plexus, because I feel like there's a bit of guilt here that we need to release. And solar plexus, solar plexus as well. But the sacral chakra usually holds on to a bit of guilt. The solar plexus is about willfully moving forward. It's about, you know, propelling you forward in that action. So maybe do some chakra cleanses. Yeah, the kestrel has an amazing level of accuracy. Again, it's the divine are confirming here. You're not imagining this. And that's a really strong message for some of you. Someone is really debating if they're imagining this. You're not. I can assure you you're not. I've got goosebumps absolutely everywhere. You're not imagining this. You know exactly what you need to do. They're saying wait. I'm just going to see what else they want to say. The way they're telling me this is, it could be that you're utilizing building blocks. So you've seen something in the physical reality you're in that's backed up with the emotional kind of awareness you've gained from going within, and then your mental processes is also going to follow suit, where you can then take action. It's like a 3-part process here, where you've seen a lot of the signs, but it was more the emotional side that you were struggling with. Okay, they're saying one more thing. What am I missing here? Wait, what is that in there? I can't. Do you know what I was about to do? You're gonna laugh. I was about to do, you know, on the phone when you go like that and then it expands. I was about to do that on the. Oh dear, they said there's a reason for it. One sec, I'm just getting all the information before I deliver it. Can you see on the, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, it's tiny. The base of the sword, there is a, is it a flower? Is it a pentacle? There's some kind of emblem here, okay? Now, I wanted to say grenade. But I feel like that's a bit much. Maybe you're really angry. Maybe you're figuring out and you're finding out some truth that you're not happy about, okay? The fact that I've tried to expand it, this could also be a pentacle. Pentacle is about protection. Maybe you're utilising this sword as a protective measure against gossip. Maybe there's a discussion around your life and you're wielding that and saying, nope, boundaries, not going to have that. Either way, one sec. This is about being worthy as well. Either you have a feeling of not being worthy for the abundance, but someone has a worthiness issue. And the reason I'm saying that is, look at the detailing on this sword, okay? Can you see how ornate this detailing is? It's got it looks like sacred kind of scripture that's being etched into the actual blade, but also the handle has got very ornate detailing, okay? Divine truth. This is divine truth, and I feel like I want to say birthright. There's something about this here. that speaks birthright. Someone, I feel like someone's trying to be, they're trying to distract someone. What is this Ace of Swords, please, Spirit? Or do you want to keep this moving? Yeah, look. What did I say about the moon going into the sun? Look, you close this out. If you close this out, and I mean utilize that sword any which way you will. Okay, this is the World card. Look what's come up. The sun is here, okay? It's being delivered on a white horse. This is the divine. And this little boy is saying, you already know what we have to say about this. You already know. And I'm hearing Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone, whatever that song is. And this is what was on the bottom of the deck. The Ace of Swords. You're going somewhere, either via journey, either trip. Maybe you're leaving something. You're moving on to calmer waters, okay? You are moving on to calmer waters, but you must deliver you must speak your piece in a way that is resonating and is truthful for you, okay? This could have been a long time coming. You could have maybe been sort of growing something here. This is Seven of Pentacles, where you were expecting a payout, you were expecting a mother load or a payoff, or maybe there's a connection to finances here that you were worried would really impact you, and so you didn't take the action. But this is someone who was in a situation with a Queen of Swords character that, as you can see, King of Pentacles is now, this is usually the kind of commitment, okay? This is the King of Pentacles. He's got his pentacle, he owns his domain, he's usually kind of, if he's not an earth sign, he's usually very abundant. This is also standing for commitment, the King of Pentacles, but with it being upright, take it as it resonates, could be male or female. The counterpart they're with at the moment, it's bye-bye. This is their plan, they're wanting to move away. And if this is not you, it could be, if you're cross-watching, someone you're watching for, okay? Don't doubt it, they're saying. Don't doubt it. Must believe in yourself. There's an incompatibility between these two individuals, and things are not as they seem. Yeah, look. So the energy here is probably you're looking out into the sort of over the waters here and really contemplating what is going to provide that abundance for your future. Where is your home? What's going to deliver you the best load of peace, abundance, joy, you know, tranquility. And then you're taking decisive action, which is with the Chariot card there. In the light of the moon, wielding that sword of truth, this time in the left hand, which is about receiving. So you've received the truth, you know the truth, and you are gallantly moving forward, okay? There again, we've got the horse there again that was showing in the sun, this time with the counterpart energy, the black, the yin and the yang energy, the sun and the moon. This is divine counterpart. The sun and the moon energy. One and the same thing, the sun and the moon. The sun and the moon, okay? The masculine and the feminine, okay? Your counterpart, reunion. Soulmate, twin flame, very old connection, previous lifetimes possibly as well. Could have maybe had a past life together. Could also have maybe children together. Maybe there's a childhood link here. Maybe you do already have children and you're worrying about how the kids will be affected by it. The Two of Cups are there. They won't be. Look, the cups are full. The kids are playing with the Four of Cups. But the Two of Cups here are awaiting. The Two of Cups is the union card, is the kind of spiritual, you know, it's a counterpart energy. It's a lover's energy. It's a romantic compatibility component almost. Okay, what is the Two of Swords, please? This is the energy you're moving out of, that indecision. You've got the Two Swords, you're protecting your heart, you can't see. You've got the moon in the background. You are, maybe this is you before the Three of Swords, before you take that decisive step. This could also be you now, where you don't want to see the reality. You are just not looking. You don't want to know. You don't want to see it. You know what you've got to do. You've got to take the sword and deliver the truth. And then, you know, the Three of Swords was going to be there. And then off you go on the Chariot to your son. Okay? But with the Two of Swords, you are probably just very indecisive. Okay, and again, if it's not love, it could be in any area. And if it's not you, if you're a cross watcher, it's for your individual. Okay, but someone doesn't want to see the reality. Someone is digging their heels in to extreme measures in order to put off the inevitable. Someone is deliberately putting off the inevitable here. It's like, I'm just going to go against the tide. It's fine. There's not going to be a sun in the morning. We're going to stay in the moonlight in the nighttime forever, and I'm just going to sit here and work this out. No, the sun is coming. It's 5 a.m. Maybe you are also sat there going, what is this person doing? You know, maybe you've been kind of like, why? What is taking you, like, really? This is on its way. Please keep the faith here. Please keep the faith. And the reason I say that is, this is actually really funny now. I've just re-looked at the card. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Just leave me to it. I know. This is the Page of Wands, all right? It's like someone's going, yeah, all right, yeah, okay, I'll put the bins out in a minute. Yeah. I thought you were going to do the dishwasher. Yes, all right, let me just get on with this. They don't want to see it. They don't want to, you or someone else. This could also be, maybe you've got kids that are like this. This is a very young energy. And if it's not a kid, if it's not a kid, this is just kind of a little bit of maybe a slightly immature energy, okay? We need them to be in the king. We need them to be in a king energy, all right, in order to see everything. That cat's not impressed. The cat is the feminine, all right? The cat's like, yeah, we know. The cat's very attuned to the environment, and the cat knows. It's like, you know, just follow me, you know? Maybe you have been taking the lead with this, and it's time for you to now allow this to unfold, okay? Maybe it's time to allow it to unfold. Maybe you've been taking the lead in this. This is the Empress card. This is the Divine Feminine. Okay, we've had the Emperor. Now we've got the counterpart, which is the Empress. This is two individuals that are whole, that are attuned to a high level, that are evolved. That there's no, you know, there's no wounded masculine or feminine here. That this is two very strong potential counterparts. She's got her star. You know, kind of attunement going on around the crown chakra there in the third eye, which is to say, I know everything. I know. I don't know why I'm in this really sarcastic energy. Maybe this is the energy you're in. I don't know, but I always listen to my Cancerian or whatever star sign music, and then I absorb all the energy. So if maybe you're in maybe someone's got a really sarcastic sense of humour here. I don't know. And I love it. She's in her right hand. She's got her own one saying, I don't need yours. Oh, this is brilliant. I don't need yours. I've got my own. There's a battle of the wills going on here, because look who shows up now. We've got the Magician, and he's like, look at me with my wand. And look, in his left hand, which is the receiving hand, I'm just going to manifest this now into the three-dimensional reality we're in. Ta-da! I don't know why I'm doing this story time thing. I don't know why I'm doing that. Maybe this has been an epic novel in your life where you've had these two energies where, you know, leading, and then it's a runner and chaser scenario in the twin flame. It feels very twin flamey, okay? And if it's not twin flame, it's very strong counterpart stroke soulmate energy, or very, very well connected, very, very strongly in alignment, vibrational kind of compatibility with each other. This energy here, okay, if you're watching this and saying, well, I'm the feminine in the scenario and they don't really take any action, they will now, because this is the Magician. They're manifesting something, okay? And if you're watching this and you're the masculine, you are manifesting this, okay? So keep doing it, all right? But don't forget what I said earlier about the moon and really purging that emotion. Don't forget we're in Scorpio season at the moment, which there's a lot of very hidden, deep emotions that are coming up to be acknowledged. Now, because you're a water sign, probably this month is going to be important for you, because again, it's the same element, water. Let's see what the Magician's going to manifest here. Oh my goodness, we're in 44 minutes. What's the Magician going to manifest? They're saying Oracle cards. Right, I've got to use these now. This is the Wisdom of Avalon. This is like very kind of... It's the same kind of energy I'm getting with the cards. So what's the outcome, please, here? We've pulled the Magician. What's the Magician going to manifest? What's the outcome for November, please? 2019 for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs, please. What is the outcome for Cancerians? Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus. What is the outcome, please, Spirit? I've just paused it to speed up the shuffling because I wanted to make sure the deck was really shuffled. Outcomes, please, for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus. Outcomes, please, for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Someone is stubborn. Someone has been really stubborn in this, to the point of this card is not even wanting to come out. Is it you or the other person's energy? Who doesn't want to look, okay? Someone needs to look at something here that they haven't been acknowledging. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Wow. Yep, the wounded human ego. Someone had a wounded human ego and they really did not want to acknowledge anything, okay? But the outcome here is the wasp, sorry, the bee, which is luck, industriousness, sweet victory, okay? And then the lady on the lake, okay, which is absolute truth, courage, self-respect, responsibility. And look at the card. If it'll ever give it some... Oh. Look at that sword she's holding. She knows. She knows. She's just waiting there. She's just in her manifestation zone, you know, just kind of manifesting random things. This is on its way, okay? But you're going to start to see the sort of beginning parts of this within this month, okay? Let me just pull one more outcome card. What is the outcome, please, Spirit, for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus for the month of November 2019, please? Cancer. It's effortless. This is coming, waterfall, flow, okay? We've come full circle. All right, guys, hopefully that's been of some assistance. Lovely energy you guys have. Have a wonderful November. You know, I'm going to be posting tomorrow now Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs for the month of November. I do post Monday to Friday. Thank you so much for everyone who's liked my videos and subscribed or subscribed. Everything is helpful. Thank you. And also I appreciate the feedback. It's really good to know that people are finding this useful. Thank you so much. As I say, I've got all my details in the description box if you need them. And speak soon. Take care. Bye-bye.